As you guys saw in my most recent video, the spawn is on, and today we're coming back out and we're chasing a big girl. But I actually chose a little bit different lake than the other video because the wind is blowing, as you can see behind me. This lake has a lot of different spots that I should be able to get out of the wind. That's super important for fishing bedding fish, especially in a kayak. What am I gonna throw? I'm gonna throw a lot of different things. A couple different drop shot rigs, probably a little Texas rig, and then obviously the stand-up jig. If for whatever reason the fish are not spawning in this lake, then I will cover water with a chatterbait and see if I can figure out what the heck they're doing. Regardless, enough yipping and yapping. Let's start casting and blasting. Let's go catch a big one. Let's do it. Man, it is super windy outside, so I gotta just paddle to an area that doesn't have quite as much wind and then go from there. Whew, that was a bit of a workout to paddle all the way across the lake. That wind is a lot stronger than I thought it would be. Hopefully there's a couple up shallow spawning in these bushes. I like to think there's at least gonna be a couple. Also, the water is pretty dirty in here, so it might make it challenging to see beds. This is the same one we put to work in the last video. There should 100% be some bedding fish in here. I don't see any fish, but I know there's gotta be some in here. I cannot believe I haven't seen a bass yet. I keep seeing what really look to be beds, but I'm not seeing anything on them. Big mama, where you at? I see where you should be, but I don't see you. Oh, there's a piloted woodpecker, sweet. Wow, those are so big. Things like the size of a crow. You guys ever seen a piloted woodpecker before? They're the really big ones. It's like North America's biggest woodpecker. If the fish aren't spawning on this lake, I'm gonna be really frustrated. So I chose this one because I thought it would probably have some good ones, but I'm not seeing a daggum fish on a bed. I have covered a lot of water searching with no luck of finding. Holy snapping turtle. That thing's huge. Oh, there's a muskrat. Today is nature day. We're just seeing all sorts of animals, but we're not seeing any bass. Trying the old chatter on braid. Oh, what? One just chased it up. What just happened? He chased it all the way to the kayak and didn't eat it. Of course, I rigged up like all bed fishing stuff and I was all prepped to bed fish today, and they're not on beds. That's what I get for assuming I know what the bass are doing. Let's try this crazy thing. My boy Micah gave me this. Thanks, Micah. Looks good. And we're back to searching for beds. All right, so far back here I've seen two decent fish. They both looked like they were chilling on a bed, but I'm pretty sure they're kind of in that stage where they're making beds, but they're not really on them yet. Let's re-rig it. All right. Green pumpkin orange plus zoom speed craw. I got this little bluegill swim jig right here. This is going to be money. And we're just gonna pop this around the weeds, up in the shallows. And any of these fish that are thinking about going up and making a bed but aren't quite to that stage yet are going to be quite intrigued by this, I believe. Oh! There's a lot of gunk back here. But I also think there's a handful of bass back here. Oh, got him. Oh, easy release. It was literally tiny. I'll take it though. You've got to be kidding me. This is literally my first fish of the day. It's an absolute ding. Look at his tail. Like I said, they're out there clearing beds, but they're not locked on beds on this lake yet. I've got them honed in now, and now it's time to bust on some bigger fish. Let's do it. It took me way too long to figure out this bite. I cannot believe I was so stubborn. And the thing is guys, I love fishing bedding fish. And so I came here and I wanted so badly to find spawning bass. But the reality was I needed to be listening to the fish and not listening to my heart. I know that there's fish here. All I have to do is just slow down and fish with the swim jig, and I know it's gonna pay off. Today has gone completely against the plans. Not sure why those guys felt the need to just throw their beer bottles in the water. That kind of makes me angry. I'm gonna have to pick those up. Why would you put your beer bottle in the water Like, what? Isn't it easier to just leave it in your boat, bring it home? That kind of frustrates me, I'm not gonna lie. And I saw the people that did it. I'm gonna have to fight them. Okay, I'm not gonna fight them, but I just don't, it's just so lazy. You would think if you're fishing, like, you care about the environment where you catch the fish, because in the long term, if you just trash it, you're going to ruin the population and you're gonna ruin the environment. Regardless, the rant is over. The rant is over, people. Don't worry, I'm not gonna rant anymore. The only other thing I'm gonna rant about is the fact that the fishing is terrible right now. What just happened? No! Why'd my drag slip? No! That was such a weird bite. Now I have to pick up this Bud Light bottle. Thanks, jackwagons. That fish bit so light, and he was just holding it in its mouth. Maybe they're just really lethargic right now. Here comes a big female, I can feel it. 5-pounder coming right up, people. There he is. Small fish. But it is a second fish, and I will take it right in the bottom of the lip. How weird is that? He's a dink, I know, but I'll take it. There's a lot of... What a hook set. I almost lost the rod on that hook set. I wanted to tear that fish's head off. I set the hook so hard. Oh, it's just a little male, but I'll take him. Guys, you know what? Today started out like a real grind. And what it really comes down to is the fact that I do the YouTube thing, and I thought in my head, oh, it would be really cool to make a video of me catching spawning bass. The fact of the matter is you cannot force these things. You have to go out there and truly listen to the fish. And now that I've started to listen to the fish, after all this time, I'm starting to dial them in. Lazy bum. Oh, there's a... Golly, they're biting so weird. Oh my goodness, he like tapped it and then he got it again and just hammered it. Look how fat that fish is. Like, what the heck? He's not even big. Holy cow, this is nuts, people. I knew I'd catch one on this bank though. All right, no more being lazy. Let's try the lipless. I think I might be able to draw a little bit more of a reaction out of them with this. Oh. First lipless fish of the year, and it's an absolute stud. I probably could just keep throwing the swim jig, but it's a little windier here and it makes it a little easier to move water. The lipless sinks faster, I can cast it further. Makes my life just a little easier. It's been a oh, goodness gracious. He chased it right up and ate it right at the kayak. Nope, not in the pants, not in the pants. Nope, nope, you've done enough. Gotcha. There we go. Woo. Aggressive. Back to it, bud. What the heck? I caught a turtle. No, I'm sorry, little buddy. Look at him. Look at this little guy. I actually just caught a turtle. How that happened, I have no idea. There you go, buddy. I think there's one major learning from today. While it's all fine and dandy to have a game plan, you can't rely on it too much. As soon as you hit the lake, everything can change. So I hope at the bare minimum you learn from today's video what not to do. I know I'm definitely gonna learn from today to make sure that next time I go out on the water, I should have a game plan, but I shouldn't focus wholeheartedly on that game plan, and I should really just listen to the fish. Regardless, thank you so very much for watching, and we'll catch you next time.